dokie. Alright, we're going to do chips. Not French fries, they're McDonald's. Chips. So we want potatoes again, and it says on the package, chip them, roast them and mash them. So we're okay, we've got chips. Right? Again, take your potatoes, put them in a bit of water. Get your potato peeler. Double edge one please, much nicer. Hold your potato in your left hand, your peeler in your right hand. With your thumb at the end as a fulcrum, draw the peeler across the potato. All the way top to bottom, then you do the bottom bits until you've got it clean. And with your next, you see these little sprouts, just take them off, right? Don't worry about them. Potato in your left hand, thumb as a fulcrum, draw the potato peeler across the potato, take the complete surface off. All the skin, any little black bits, dig them out with a point. And then take them over to your chopping board, because we're going to cut them now into chips. Now for this, watch carefully, because if you're going to do that, the potato's round and it's going to roll all over the place, isn't it? So if we want to do chips, we want to do it with a flat bottom. So the first thing you do is take off about 1/4 inch, and that gives you a flat bottom for your potato. It isn't going to slide all over, so you're not going to cut yourself, right? About 1/4 inch or less, cut in slices. 1, 2. Those slices, put it this way, those slices cut again into about 1/4 inch. Even slices. Are they starting to look like chips? And then the one you cut off first, you can do that one again. So you cut a whole potato into chips and you've not cut yourself. Ready? Potato that rolls all over the place. Let's take a bottom off it so it's solid. Now we'll cut it again down into 1/4 inch strips. Each strip we'll cut across into 1/4 inches. And the bottom bit that you cut off into 1/4 inches. Okay? And then we're ready to put them in the chip pan. Now maybe you've got a chip pan in your house that's got a chip pan with oil in it and your basket in the chip pan like that. If you've got one of those, you're asking for trouble. Look at what I've got there. It's a little electric chipper. It cost me £9.99, so it's not going to break the bank, and it doesn't half make life a lot easier. Okay? So we're going to pick the basket up and we're going to put the chips in the basket, but not in the oil just yet. Sometimes if you want to, you can dry the chips. Sometimes you can just leave them as they are. Now we're going to put the chips in and you're going to see it all froth up. That's the water. but we're not going to put the chips in all the way. We're going to put them in halfway, so that if that oil starts frothing over the top, we can bring the basket out quickly and we won't cause a fire. So we're going to put them in slowly, gently, still holding it, it's still floating. So we can get it all the way down, and we're down at the bottom, it's not floating over, we know we're safe, okay? We can shake it, and there we go, we're doing chips. We've got our red lights on the front, so we know which is the power light, which is the thermostat light, so we know when to turn it on and drop them in, because the light goes out and tells us to. I'll turn the smoke alarm off so you're alright. You won't get any beeps. You might hear the fan kick in a minute, I don't know. If you want to put the lid down, it goes down like that. I don't like it myself, even though it's got a little grill in the lid for the steam to evaporate. If you look at that amount, ow! Now you know why. That's hot, right? So what I do, I leave the lid up. Then any steam that is made from the chips escapes into the atmosphere. It doesn't go back into your fat and make your chips all soggy. Okay? And we just leave them to do. What do you reckon? 2 slices of bread and butter and have a chip butty? That'd be good, wouldn't it? Are you salivating? Because I am. You notice in all of this series of videos, I'm concentrating on the pan, on the food, so you know exactly what to do and how to do it. Not interested in swearing, not interested in being a flamboyant showman. I'm actually showing you how to cook. And if there's a pregnant pause in the middle, there's not much you can do, is there? You just have to wait. It sounds nice, doesn't it? Can you hear it hissing and pissing and bobbing and bobbing? And whatever else it does? They're looking nice, aren't they? Nice light golden brown. Do you want to test them? Take your finger and your thumb, blow it. Very quickly, squeeze a potato, put it back in, right? Very quickly. That felt just a little bit hard. I'm going to leave it another couple of minutes. There's no hard and fast rule on the times. Just depends how thick you cut your chips, how old your fat is. So you do it by eye and you do it by feel. To test them again, blow your finger and your thumb to get them cold. Pull the chips out a second, feel them out, they're done. Right? And then you pour them out into a tray, not straight onto the plate. Put your basket in, your lid on, turn your chipper off. Then you get your plate and you put your chips from your tray onto your plate. And the reason that you do it in 2 stages, I will show you in a second. is that if you look at that tray, you can see grease. And that grease is what you don't want. That's the grease, excess grease, that drained off your chips, okay? And there you have it. One portion of chipped potatoes. And you can do that now, can't you?